How's it going, everybody? Dotodoya here, back with another Dragonball FighterZ video for you all today, and it's another big one as we are going to be talking about UI Goku and the recent leaks about him that have just come out. That's right, although UI Goku is officially releasing this month on the 22nd or 20th if you have the season pass, apparently for whatever reason the update containing UI Goku along with some other changes that we'll talk about in this video was pushed live over in China, where one player was able to download the update and then use the well-known Ginyu body swap strat to get some arcade mode footage of UI Goku going over some of his normals, special moves, supers, and looking at his move list. And I'm not entirely sure if it was the same player that recorded most of the gameplay we'll be looking at in today's video, but we were also able to get footage of the dramatic finish between Kefla and Goku Blue, where Goku Blue transforms into UI Goku and does what you're seeing on screen here for an amazing looking dramatic finish. But back to the footage of the actual character UI Goku, it's not in the best quality at all. In fact, it's a screen recording of somebody's screen, but it's better than nothing. Really quickly before diving into the actual gameplay, because I haven't been able to find a super accurate translation, I just wanted to go over a few of the screens containing the inputs for UI Goku's moves, and boy is it a lot. This character is going to be very complex to master, especially in terms of Dragon Ball FighterZ standards, because we have not one, not two, but 3 pages of full commands, which is absolutely insane. We also get a nice picture of UI Goku up close in game, in which we see that he always has the aura on. It looks incredible. The only time the aura is turned off when you're in the game, and it actually looks kind of weird, is when UI Goku is in sparking. It just looks a little odd to watch his aura disappear and be replaced with the normal sparking aura. But aside from that, it won't have any actual effect on how UI Goku plays in sparking. As far as stuff that will absolutely affect the way he's played, there is a lot to talk about here, starting with the fact that UI Goku does in fact have a low hitting 2L, which of course, as we all know, is a pretty good tool to have in this game. Along with having that low hitting 2L, UI Goku also has a standard down heavy in the air that will allow you to go for normal conversions. So even though UI Goku is going to be a complex character without a doubt, he won't necessarily be the most confusing or hardest character for a new player to the game to just pick up and play with friends. And the last really big general thing in terms of gameplay for UI Goku is the fact that we get to see one of his assists, in which we see UI Goku come out, do a spin, and throw a Kamehameha down, much like Cell's A assist. Now from experience, this type of assist hasn't usually been really good, but it is still a beam, it still covers a decent angle, so definitely not the worst assist to have. And as part of season 3, every character gets 3 assists, so even if you're not a fan of this assist, there could still be another one that suits your playstyle a little bit more. In terms of other things we see in the footage, we also get a really basic look at a UI Goku combo, just a pretty standard B&B that most characters in the game have access to. It is a nice thing to take a look at, because not only do we get to see his 2Ls in action, we also get to see his 2M or down medium. It seems really fast. I was a little worried they might give him the Super Saiyan Goku 2M, but it does seem faster than that. We also get to see his standing medium, which also seems pretty fast, and then we just get to see how his air normals look. So we see his air light, air medium, air 2H, all that stuff. All looks pretty good, by the way. Nothing immediately stands out to me as a little too slow or a little too weird looking. It all looks pretty decent. What does look a little awkward and slow though is UI Goku's Ki Blast option, which is okay. Not every character needs a good Ki Blast, but UI Goku seems to spin the energy around and then send it both ways horizontally. Really slow. Not sure what practical use this move could have. Maybe we'll see it in combos here and there, or the occasional neutral Ki Blast, but I don't know. Unless it has some other properties, this move is what immediately stands out to me as maybe being not his best tool. It's also immediately after this in the video that we get a big confirmation that I know a ton of people were worried about, and that is, will UI Goku have an actual reflect, or will he suffer the same fate as Videl and get a spot dodge? But UI Goku surprisingly just has a very normal basic reflect. That's a good thing, by the way. That's a really good thing. So yeah, super happy to see that in this video. After that, we also get to see how UI Goku is going to get sliding knockdown in most of his combos, and this actually looks really good as well. This has me the most excited from all the footage I've seen. Once you get that sliding knockdown, UI Goku lands right next to them to continue pressure. So that's really good. Not every character gets an easy knockdown and then also gets to land so close to their opponent to continue that pressure when they wake up. Another good piece of his toolkit that we see after this is his other projectile, which is this wind force thing. A lot of people were telling me that this is a move in Xenoverse. I already forgot the name. I'm sorry about that, but it does look really fast. It doesn't look like you can super dash this. In fact, it's most comparable to Jiren's standing S on the ground. So if it works like that, this is actually going to be something very practical that you could probably throw out a little bit neutral and not get punished for. And the last part of UI Goku's moveset that I really want to talk about here is the flips he does and then command grabs. It looks like he gets numerous options off this flip, as it is the same one we see him do a beam out of. But I don't know, man, this looks so interesting to me. We can see UI Goku just pretty much dancing around Vegeta. I think this move is going to look really good, by the way, when people really master UI Goku. Goku. This seems like something that could really add a lot of sauce to good UI Goku's play. But he's jumping around, he could throw beams out of this, but he also can go into a grab, which it looks like Vegeta couldn't do anything about. It looks like he tried to block and then just got command grab, but really interesting. I can't wait to see this move, especially this move. I cannot wait to see what people do with this one. But that's about all we really get to see for UI Goku. Again, we also have his entire move list, but I haven't been able to find a really solid translation, and a lot of people translating it have been saying that it is really hard to translate, but I thought I'd show it up on screen just in case any of you can translate this. If you can, in the comments, I'll be reading them. I would love to pin or heart your comment to get it up there, just so as many people as possible can read it. But now though, I want to talk about the content of the update other than UI Goku that we will be seeing coming to the game relatively soon. So there's a lot listed here, and not all of it is as important. They made improvements to the follower feature. You can add favorites, stuff like that. Again, that's something that might be not too important, but they're also adding new features to the shop in which players can now spend Zenny and Premium Z coins to purchase a variety of new items. What these items are, I've double checked everywhere, can't seem to find anybody that has any conclusive evidence on what that may be just yet, but I'm expecting things like new colors, new titles. Hopefully I'm surprised and it's something a lot bigger than that, but until we actually see it, that's all I'm willing to bet on. And they also made improvements to tournament mode. So they've reduced the required minimum amount for custom tournaments. They've made changes to the way you obtain stars to move on in tournaments, and they've added new special rules, and this is probably what I'm most excited for because they've also brought this over to arena matches because it's super cool. I think that's going to make arena matches and tournaments a lot more fun to play. Speaking of arena matches though, they've also added a feature where you can now select an opponent when joining the arena match, which is again another really cool addition. So hopefully that kind of brings arenas back to life in big general lobbies. And with that, we have finished talking about all of this stuff that is leaked. Sorry if this video was a little late. It came out right as I was about to go to sleep, and I just decided, no, this is a big video. I'd much rather talk about this when I'm fully rested so that I can actually understand all of this stuff. And it actually turned out pretty okay. We got a lot more information overnight, as well as the dramatic finish, which I wouldn't have been able to show without it coming out while I was asleep. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts on UI Goku down below in the comment section. And while you're down there, leave a like and subscribe if you're excited for UI Goku, because we're going to be doing a ton of content on him on this channel, including rigged matches, tech, all that stuff, raid battles. It's going to be a good time. With that said, I have been Dotodoya. You can check out more videos on top of your screen right now, and I will see you in the next video.